Hey friend, welcome back to Everyday Energy. Today we're going to be sitting down. You can take this from your bed, you can take this from your couch. We're going to get comfy cozy. We're going to really focus in on our breath today, and you're going to feel so much better in just a couple minutes. Let's do it. Join me in a comfy seat. You might like to pad yourself up. You know the drill by now. Let's plant our tailbone down. Drop some deep roots so we can rise all the way up through the crown of our head, stretching up tall. Letting your collarbones melt, letting your shoulders drip away from your ears. We're going to start to deepen the breaths, slow them down. We're going to add a little bit of movement to go along with it, but if you would like to just sit here and breathe, that is a-okay. Inhale, reach up overhead. Exhale, goalpost arms. Inhale, reach up overhead. Exhale, big old goalpost arms. Inhale, reach up overhead. Exhale, goalpost arms. We stretch up, get tall. We exhale, melt and soften. Maybe you curl slightly forward as you inhale, stretch up. Maybe you recline and bloom as you exhale, open. One last time. Inhale, reach. Exhale, soften and melt. And let it go. We're gonna do a bit of a neck stretch. This can be quite tender, so follow me, but tenderly. If you feel any pain, please back off. It's not worth it, yeah? I'm gonna start sitting on my right hand. I'm gonna tuck this right under me. I'm going to turn my head away from my right shoulder. So I'm turning my head to the left. Then I'm going to tuck my chin down. So I'm tucking in towards my left armpit, almost like you're gonna give yourself a sniff check, yeah? From here, I'm going to take my face and rotate it up towards the ceiling. Pivoting around, looking up, way, way up to the right corner of the ceiling behind me. Whoo. As you're moving towards this, let's take a few deep breaths here. Softening wherever you can, backing off if it's too much. Neck and shoulders are tender. And on your next exhale, let's let it go. Ooh, we're gonna take that arm, it's gonna sail up and over into a big side bend. Allowing the head, neck, and shoulders to hang, breathing into the side body like you could breathe out of your armpit. Inflating the space between every single rib, all your tiny little intercostal muscles. Exhaling to soften your shoulders. And on your next exhale, we're gonna soften so much that we start to tip right over towards the floor. Hands could come to your lap, hands could come to the floor, but shoulders start to face the ground again. Keeping your back pockets heavy. We're gonna walk this around towards the center. And once you reach the center, we're slowly gonna roll it up, one vertebra at a time. Sit back up with me. Whew. How do you feel? Do you feel any difference in your neck? Do you feel any difference in your patience? Do you feel any difference in your hand? Let's go for the other side. I'm gonna sit on my left hand. I'm going to twist my head over to the right, looking towards my right shoulder. I'm going to dip my nose down towards my right armpit. Then I'm gonna rotate my face up towards the ceiling. Imagine you were pivoting like your neck was a shish kebab. Good, softening here. Allowing the shoulders to relax, to sit heavy. Good. And on your next exhale, we'll let that go. Let's take that arm up and over top, over to the side. Let it dip. Let it drop. As if we had a big beach ball here and we were reclining over it, allowing that gentle resistance to shape you, allowing yourself to drape and surrender into this big banana bend. Good, and on your next exhale, we're gonna soften so much. We start to reach towards the floor, heart faces the ground. Use your lap for support, bring this in if you need to. We're walking the hands around. Slowly back to the front. And we're gonna slowly rock it in. Walk it back up to the top. Good, hands come to the lap. Again, we're gonna draw the heart forward, rocking over your hips, opening up the chest. Kind of a cat-cow feeling, that's what we're going for. Now we're gonna rock back, tuck the tail, drop the chin, pull your heart space back, let your shoulders soften. And rocking forward, opening up, letting the head drape back, and pulling back, curling up around your heart space. And let's stretch it back up to the top. We're gonna go to the side now. Imagine you've got a string tied to your bottom rib. Maybe you grab a chunk and you pull. We're gonna pull over to the side, letting the left shoulder and the left side of the pelvis come together. This is gonna be a little more difficult. It's gonna require a little more imagination. It's not quite our big rainbow bend, it's just a little crunch. You might feel the right side of your rib cage lift away from the right side of your pelvis. You could even put a hand on your hip to give it a little leverage. You might get back to that stretch in the right side of the neck. And let's bring it up through to the other side, pulling the rib cage to the left, as if you were on a little tug of war. Oh, draping and melting. And bringing it up and through. One more time each side, nice and slow and smooth. We spend so much time thinking, stressing, losing sleep, not really, over neutral spine. Trying to hold on to neutral spine to support ourselves. But our spine loves to do this too. Let's go for the other side. Good, bringing it back up to the center. Sitting up tall, a little taller, right? Let's swoop those shoulders up, down and back. Up, down and back. Feeling your shoulder blades move inside of your body. Up, down and back. Let's reverse it. Bring them up, forward and down. Up, forward, and down. Your arms and your neck can get as involved in this as you'd like, or not at all. One last time. And let's go one at a time, swimming them back. And pause, swimming them forward. Good. And pause. Come to stillness one more time. We're gonna flutter the eyes closed, hands might come to the body. You could wrap yourself up in a little hug. You could give yourself a little tap on the forehead, around the butt, if that feels good. Let's breathe. All the way deep down into your belly, out into the sides. Down into your back pockets, into the space behind your heart. Letting the air flow out. Again, breathing in, inflating like a balloon. Take as much air as you need. And let it go. One last time, feeling how good it feels to fill up all the way into the furthest reaches of your toes and your fingertips and your ears. And letting the exhale flow out of you. And I think we can be done. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I've got one more for you tomorrow. It's gonna be lovely and slow and just you and me. How does that sound? See you then.